British Columbia Institute of Technology acknowledges that our campuses are located on the unceded traditional territories of the Coast Salish nations of Musqueam, Squamish, and Tsleil-Waututh.
Good afternoon, I'm Keone Mo, and here is your 12:30 news update. The Supreme Court of Canada says it will not hear an appeal of a federal agency's order to cull hundreds of ostriches at a British Columbia farm. Katie Pasitny, the spokeswoman for Universal Ostrich Farms in Edgewood, says if the cull goes ahead, the Canadian Food Inspection Agency will be murdering healthy animals.
We are surrounded by the most loving people, and we've been surrounded by thousands of people that continue to keep wanting to fight for justice, and it isn't over yet. Canadian Food Inspection Agency, you can stop. Be the heroes that everybody deserves.
Widgeon Marsh Regional Park, just north of Coquitlam, is now open for public access after decades of being closed. Reporter Jeannie Lynn has the details.
Visitors can now make reservations to visit Widgeon Marsh Regional Park for the first time since the 90s. It is part of Southwest BC's largest freshwater wetland and is protected because of its sensitive ecology. Visitors must go online to make reservations for parking in advance or book a shuttle service from Lafarge Lake Douglas Station that only runs on the weekends. While the park is open for limited public access, the rest of the vast region is still a protected nature reserve. Jean Lynn, BCIT News.
A Dallas Cowboys defensive lineman has passed away from an apparent act of self-harm. Reporter Elijah Ford has the latest updates.
A report this morning from the Texas Department of Public Safety confirms Dallas Cowboys player Marshawn Kneeland has passed away from a self-inflicted gun wound while fleeing from police. According to Frisco PD, Kneeland was involved in a pursuit around 10:39 p.m. and evaded troopers after an attempt to pull him over for a traffic violation. Kneeland was only 24 at the time of his passing. This event has put mental health for athletes back into the public eye. According to coaches, Kneeland was still processing the death of his mother, who died suddenly 3 months prior. His girlfriend confirmed to the Dallas Morning News he had a history of mental health issues and texted his family goodbye before taking his own life. If you or someone you know is struggling with mental health, there is help available. Call or text 988 or chat at 988.org. Elijah Ford, BCIT News.
President Donald Trump says it would be devastating for America if the U.S. Supreme Court rules against his favorite tariff tool. The hearing is based around Trump's use of the International Economic Powers Act for tariffs. Canadian press reporter Kelly Malone says that would impact fentanyl-related duties applied to Canada.
But what it doesn't impact is the separate sectoral tariffs that are really hammering Canada's industries, including steel, aluminum, automobiles, copper, and lumber.
A judge has ordered federal agents in Chicago to restrict using force against peaceful protesters and media. She says current practices violate their constitutional rights. The preliminary injunction came in response to a lawsuit alleging federal agents have used excessive force in their immigration crackdown in the Chicago area. It follows an 8-hour Wednesday hearing with emotional testimony from witnesses who described experiencing tear gas, being shot in the head with pepper balls while praying, and having guns pointed at them when recording agents in residential streets. There was a medical issue in the Oval Office today for a man attending an event with American President Donald Trump. Karen Travers has more.
During an event in the Oval Office on Thursday focused on lowering the cost of weight loss drugs, an attendee collapsed and needed medical attention. Dr. Mehmet Oz, who was there for the event, jumped into action, helping the man who at that point was on the floor. The event was cut short. The press was taken out of the Oval Office. The White House said the White House medical unit quickly jumped into action and the man is okay. This isn't the first time something like this has happened during this administration. Back in April at Dr. Oz's Oval Office swearing-in ceremony, one of his granddaughters fainted, but officials said later she was all right. Karen Travers, ABC News, the White House.
Former American House Speaker Nancy Pelosi will not be seeking re-election. Former President Barack Obama calls her one of the best House Speakers ever. The weather today is looking like rain and a high of 12 degrees with a low of 8. Thank you for joining me, Keone Mo, for your 12:30 update.